Hey everybody, this is Gusto and I have another review today. It is springtime and that means it's barbecue season. My buddies and I have been known to make some pretty mean barbecue. So what I've got on the smoker today is menu number 7, brisket entree. Alright, back inside now, and the other purpose of this video is to draw for the giveaway that I mentioned in the previous unboxing video. So I had 72 entries, and after this video's over, I will draw. So stay tuned for the end of the video to see if you're a winner. But our main purpose is to get into an MRE. So again, menu number 7, brisket entree. And this is a Sopatco MRE with a date code of 3042, so 2013, 42nd day. Let's go ahead and open it up. It's got a peelable seal. Opens rather easily. And there's our contents. There's the accessory packs, a Splenda in there. We have oatmeal cookie, flameless ration heater in a different pack. That's interesting. I haven't seen this before. Chocolate peanut spread. That will be tasty. Beverage-based powder tropical punch. Toffee rolls. Tortillas. There's our main entree, which is the brisket. And a side of garlic mashed potatoes. Cool. Standard MRE spoon. Okay, so let's get the entrees heated up. I think I'm going to try to get both of these and the tortillas into the FRH, so I may have to get a little inventive on arranging that. So let's open these packages up and get them in the ration heater. There's the brisket, and it is labeled brisket entree gravy with seasoned beef. There's the mashed potatoes. These boxes are glued rather tightly. There's the garlic mashed potatoes. Again, I hadn't seen the external packaging on a flameless ration heater before. Let's see if it's the same as the others. Perhaps that will ensure its freshness and functionality. Looks the same. Has a 3008 date code. So I think for this I'm going to put the brisket inside, have everything else outside, just so that I don't tear the bag open. Getting two things in here has proven to be rather challenging for me. I had several viewers recommend just putting everything outside the flameless ration heater. I may try that in the future. Okay. Let's put a little bit of water in there. Alright. Stuff everything down in there. Lay it flat for a second to get all the pads wet, and it is already heating up, so that external packaging seems to have kept the FRH nice and fresh. So I'm going to put the mashed potatoes on the outside of the ration heater, but against the pad, and then everything into the box. Man, that's hot. It's probably the hottest ration heater that I've experienced. And then for the tortillas, they will always split if they're not warm, right along that seam where they're folded. So I've found that putting them inside with the heating items seems to make them a little bit more pliable. And my or something today will be just a box of shotgun shells. So let that do its thing for about 15 minutes and get everything else out on a tray. So while it's heating up, I'll go ahead and open everything else. It wouldn't be one of my reviews if I hadn't forgotten to open the accessory pack. We'll do that now. It's got Splenda that I ripped open in the process. chiclets, toilet paper, towelette, salt, creamer, butter buds, and coffee. As for the rest of the items, the tortillas are heating up, so I'll show those later, but we have a oatmeal cookie. Seems to be intact in there. This usually has an oxygen absorber in there. Oh, it's almost intact. I don't see an oxygen absorber. That's okay. This looks like it was actually packaged in 2012, the end of the year. There is chocolate peanut spread. Looking forward to that. Haven't had it before. And toffee rolls. These will be Tootsie Rolls, I'm sure. Yep. Tootsie Rolls. As for the drinks, I'll add 12 ounces of water for the tropical fruit beverage. We'll give it a good stir. And of course I made a mess. Go ahead and use the toilet paper to clean that up. I haven't opened one of these up in my reviews yet, but you get several squares of paper there. And for the coffee, go ahead and add the freeze-dried coffee. The Splenda. And the creamer. 6 ounces of hot water. I'll give it a good stir. And while we're waiting on the entree to heat up, I may as well go ahead and draw those names for the giveaway. If you'll remember my unboxing video, I had half a dozen duplicates that I said I'd give away to anybody that commented with free MRE. I had 72 entries, which is pretty good, I think. I'll go ahead and randomly select those winners. Winner number 1, a Croatoan. All right. Number 2, brentyt. Number 3, MDC2296. Number 4 is Nicholas Dagnino. Sorry if I'm butchering your names, I apologize. Next, I'm guessing Ronne Alfaro. That's number 5. Got one more. Last one is Trumegatron 1988. Alright. So there's your winners. A Croatoan, Brent YT, MDC 2296, Nicholas Dagnino, Ronne Alfaro, and Trumegatron 1988. I will get in touch with all the winners and get those MREs out to you pretty soon. Let's get our entrees out. Got the tortillas, which are warm after spending 15 minutes in the heater box. There they are. Got an oxygen absorber on there. Yeah, nice and warm. We'll see if they split or not. A little sticky. Yeah, there you go. On the outside of the package you had the potatoes. They're pretty warm, especially down at the bottom where they were touching the heater pads. They look a little sludgy. You can smell garlic actually pretty strong in there. And for the main event, got the brisket entree. Let's see what this looks like. That's interesting. That's not winning any barbecue competitions. Huh. Not really sure how to react to that. So I guess there's some gravy in there. Just kind of a sludge. Maybe this didn't heat up well enough. Kind of feels like when fats separate on top of a broth and it gets all hardened. Once it cools down, it's kind of what it looks like. A little disappointing. Oh well. Smells good. Kind of has a barbecue sauce base to the gravy, I think. Kind of smoky smelling. So there are some bits of beef in there, but it seems to be shredded more than anything. Well, maybe put that in a tortilla. Anyway, I've got butter buds, and those are supposed to go on the potatoes. So we'll try the potatoes by themselves first, and they'll put this on, see if it changes anything. Have chocolate peanut spread. Feels more dense than peanut butter. It's probably closer to Nutella, something of that nature. But I'm gonna knead it up just to make sure that it's all consistent. Show you what that looks like up close. Yeah, it kind of looks like Nutella. I'm a fan of that stuff. There you go. Alright, so everything's out, so let's take a spin around the plate. Start with the main entree. And again, the texture of this, I'm a little worried about this kind of congealed substance in there. Kind of guessing that it didn't get hot enough to melt that. So I'm less excited about this than I was to begin with. So if you look in there, you can see some bits of beef and that gravy. Then there's that congealed substance around it. Yeah, that stuff does not contribute much to the enjoyability of this meal. Probably needed to get hotter. Now that FRH seemed to be really fresh, pretty vigorous starting out, but didn't get any hotter than any others. And let it go for 15 minutes, but I guess that wasn't hot enough to melt through that congealed stuff. There's another. Come on, focus. There you go. there's a good chunk of beef. Again, seems to be mostly shredded bits of brisket, if you can call it that. There. The sauce does have kind of a smoky flavor to it, more like kind of a barbecue sauce plus gravy type flavor. Alright, so let's have some potatoes just by themselves first. Right, there you go. Got some, looks like some parsley in there. It's got a strong scent of garlic. And it's pretty bland. Most of the garlic scent, it really doesn't come through in the flavor. Let's add some butter buds and some salt to it. See if we can improve it. There's butter buds. Artificial butter scent. Let's try that again. That didn't do much to change it. Maybe a little salt. The beef entree doesn't really need any salt at all. It's actually quite salty. The potatoes could use all the help they can get. That's a little better. Try a little bit with some beef. That'll work. Try a piece of the tortilla. It's pretty pliable. Smells fairly fresh. That's not bad at all. Take half of that. Try the chocolate peanut spread. Don't need quite that much. That's pretty delicious. It tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup. And that's going to be really good on this cookie, I think. Here's a bit of the oatmeal cookie. And it is sweet and crunchy and delightful. All the cookies I've had in the modern MREs are pretty tasty, with the exception of the orange creamsicle cookie. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's try this with some of the chocolate peanut spread. And that there is a match made in heaven. Let's try the drinks out. Start with the tropical punch. Give it one more stir. There's some sediment on the bottom there that didn't quite dissolve. That's pretty tasty. Fruit punch Kool-Aid. Try the Tootsie Roll, and I'll finish with the coffee. Looks normal. Good and pliable. Looks fresh. Smells fresh, chocolatey. Yep. Yeah, I'd say the chocolate peanut butter spread on the cookie and the Tootsie Roll makes up for that stuff they call brisket. The brisket's pretty disappointing. It's unfortunate. I've been looking forward to this one for a little while. It's just gooey, sludgy, and that congealed fat there is just, that shouldn't be a thing. Again, there's some decent bits of meat in there, but its flavor is not good enough to overcome that nasty sludge. Go ahead and finish with a coffee. This was Type 3 instant coffee with a creamer and a Splenda. And it's pretty good. No bitterness at all, nice and smooth. I actually prefer the Splenda in there rather than the sugar. Really anything to get the brisket flavor out of my mouth is good. So that's it. Congratulations if you're one of the winners. For everybody else, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I'll have a whole bunch more coming up soon, and I'm going to start on the international reviews probably on Wednesday. I'm going to do the Dutch 24-hour ration review. So I'm looking forward to getting into that one. Thanks again for watching and supporting my channel, thank you to all of the MRE review community on YouTube, as well as MREinfo.com. You guys are great. So until next time, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.